Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're all healthy and doing well. So for today I wanted to do a whole video where I show you what I got from my most recent Jackson's order, and I just got this order. And if you don't know, Jackson's is a shop based in UK, and not only a shop, they're also an art brand where they sell their own brushes, their watercolor, their gouache and other stuff. And I decided to do a unboxing video for you to show you what I got, and this way it will be like a good experience for you to see how they package their orders, especially delicate orders which contain ceramic and other stuff, which break and are very fragile. And also I wanted you to see what will be coming on the channel for the coming couple of weeks or months, and I'll be featuring some of these products, and I'll be doing videos separately for each one. And if you have any questions for each of or any of these products, please don't hesitate to leave them down in comments section below, and let's get into the video. So this is a fairly huge box, and as you can see they have packaged it really well, and this is definitely the ceramic heavy palette, and underneath there are other goodies, and they have packed it really well with this reusable material that they usually use, and they really take care a lot about nature and preserving and recycling. So they reuse all their packages and stuff they get from other like brands like Schminke or Golden or anything. So I will be unboxing each one of them separately, since this won't fit on my desk. So I'll be like featuring and showing you each one of them, and I'll be talking through it, but I'll be muting some of the packaging and unboxing things that would be really annoying on the microphone and on your ears. So I'll most probably put a relaxing music and a time-lapse video to show you how it's done, and I'll be talking about each one extensively. So let's start with the first and biggest item. So this is the most heavy item in the whole package, and this is a palette, a ceramic palette, a huge one that you will see now, and it's from Jackson's, from their own brand, and it features 33 wells where I can mix and put paint in. And this is a palette which is inspired by Stephen Quiller, which is an American painter, and he talks extensively about color mixing and color theory, which I have a book about too that I will be showing you. So let's get into unpacking it. So as you can see, this is the palette. It's a quite huge palette. It's made from ceramic, and it has this cover which is a heavy duty like plastic cover. And as you can see, the customs had ripped through the packaging. That's not me, because this is the first time unboxing it, so the customs had found their way through it. But despite that, I can see that there are no damages on like the palette, and it's quite a heavy palette. And at the bottom you can see the Jackson's logo, and it's quite a hefty palette. And this is not a palette that is meant to take with you everywhere, definitely. It's a studio palette, but it's a quite helpful palette, since ceramic is usually known for having this property of like non-stainability, since the particles won't stain, or the particles of pigment won't stain the palette. And it's also, the paint would be shown in its natural color based on the background, the beautiful white background. So that's for the first item I got. And this is also, the cover is to keep the dust away from the paint, since the paint will be open and exposed to air, so dust will not get penetrated into it. So this is it. So for the second item that I got, it's this book from Stephen Quiller. It's, I don't know if you can see, it's Color Choices, Making Color Sense Out of Color Theory. So this is a book that I have been eyeing, and it's a very interesting book since it talks a lot about color theory, composition in terms of color theory and stuff, and it has many interesting notes and stuff that I wanted to read and learn, since I wanted to go more into composition and color theory in terms of composition, like mixing colors and how color plays a role in composition and directing the eye. So this would be a very interesting book that I'll be doing a review about and talking more extensively once I'll get into it. And this is another item that I got. It's quite a huge roll. This is gummed tape. It's the first time that I'll be using it. What it is basically it's tape which is activated by water, so it's not that sticky, or it just takes like the moisture from your hand, that's why it's sticky, but it really gets activated when you add water to it, and it's like very hard to remove or impossible to remove after it's dried on the paper. But this is so helpful in stretching thin paper, and especially like after leaving it for a couple of days after soaking it in water. So we'll see how this goes. And this is yet another item. As you can see, it is packaged really well with very hard like cover. So this is basically an A3 paper, a carbon paper, which is wax free, and it's good for tracing like pictures and stuff that they are really complicated or from your sketch. So as you can see, this is tracing paper, A3 size, and I'll be using it. As you can see there, it's really like really pigmented in terms of the amount of carbon it contains, since I just stained my hand. So yeah, this is really well packaged, so good job, Jacksons. This is the gum Arabic, as you can see here. So this is Jackson brand. So I wanted to get this. I wasn't expecting it to be glass, but this is really good quality, like a glass jar, and it's 60 ml. And this will be very interesting things. I will be going into some paint making, and I will try to do my own paints, and I got also some pigments that I will be showing you, and this will be like a new interesting hobby that I'll be getting into. Here yet I have another package. Let's unbox it. And as you can see, Jackson's really takes care of like packaging and using eco-friendly packaging. Oh, this is the pigments. So as you can see, this is water soluble, like there's compost and water soluble like packaging material. They're biodegradable with water, so that's good in terms of like taking care of nature, which I encourage companies to do. And here are some of the pigments. They're quite small, but I think they would do for a quite amount of paint. So the first one I got is Cobalt Blue Deep. It's 10 grams. Second is Ultramarine Violet PV15. And all of these like pigments are from Jackson's. This is chromium oxide. This is chromium oxide. This is 10 grams too, from Jackson's. This is Mars Red Light, 25 grams, PR11. And finally, Nickel Azo Yellow, one of my favorite pigments or paints, but this is the pigment form, PY50 150. And I'll do some interesting paints with those. So here is a look of the packaging. So this is how they come, and they're beautiful, and they're not glass, they're plastic, and they are beautiful colors. I chose them explicitly to do like a limited palette with them, and hopefully my paint making skills will be good enough. So these are the colors. Finally, I got this package, which I think is the paints, which should be the last thing I ordered. As you can see, we still have these packaging, beautiful packaging. So I got some paints from Michael Harding. If you don't know, I'll be leaving a link so you watch my review of Michael Harding paints, but I love them a lot, so I decided to buy 4 more colors that I wanted: Rose Sienna Light, Potter's Pink, Hooker's Green, and Cadmium Red Light. So I'll be doing reviews with this, specifically setting up my new studio palette, and they're really good quality artist grade watercolor paints made by Honey. And finally, I got this small set, introductory set from Holbein. They're a Japanese brand. I always love Japanese products because they're well made. So this is artist grade watercolor paints, and I'll be unboxing it. Let's try to open it this way. And this is a 5 ml tube, if I believe, of different colors. So as you can see, we got Crimson Lake, Vermilion Hue, Permanent Yellow Deep, Viridian Hue, Cobalt Blue Hue, and Bird Sienna. And it's the first time I'm using this watercolor brand. They're advertised of being artist grade, and if I believe they're 5 ml. Yes, they are 5 ml, and they are good quality apparently from the reviews that I have read and watched. So I'll also do a separate review of this like introductory set and see how they work compared to like other watercolor brands. So guys, this is basically everything that I got from Jackson's, excluding the palette, which doesn't fit because it takes the whole space. So I got the A3 like tracing paper, the wax-free carbon paper, the Michael Harding paints, the gum Arabic by Jackson's, the pigments from Jackson's, the Holbein watercolors, the gummed tape, which is quite huge and heavy, and the book. So I'll be doing separate videos for each one of them in the coming months, and I hope if you have any questions regarding any of these, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll be so happy to explain or help you in any of the decisions that you will be making or any questions that you have. And I'll be starting a new series of videos where I'll be getting into paint making, and I'll be trying to make my own watercolor paints like the old artists they used to do, and I'll be very happy to share my knowledge with you. So till then, I hope you stay safe and you stay healthy. See you guys. Bye.